Hello everyone. You are on the Natural Disaster Channel. Today I will tell you what happened in the world on April 1st. At least 549 cities in 9 of the 27 states have declared a state of emergency due to problems caused by catastrophic flooding that has swept through several parts of the northeast and southeast of Brazil. In addition, 200 cities in the southern state of Rio Grande do Sul are in a similar situation due to severe drought. Minas Gerais and Bahia were hardest hit by heavy rains in 341 and 175 municipalities respectively. Floods and other natural disasters have claimed the lives of dozens of people, displaced more than 133,000 people, and damaged infrastructure. Argentina's Bariloche sends plume of smoke into the sky as fires rage. Some 250 firefighters and national park employees battled blazes in Argentina's Patagonia region which have destroyed thousands of hectares of forest, authorities said. Some of the fires are as much as 300 kilometers apart. No casualties have been reported so far since Friday. Argentina's Environment Ministry said the firefighting effort was complicated by difficult terrain, distances between blazes, wind, high temperatures, and dry vegetation in the midst of a drought. April Fools. Spring snow creates wintry scenes in France. The calendar has flipped to April, but residents across France stepped out the door on Friday to a burst of cold air and snow. Forecasters say a broad storm over south-central Europe unleashed the wintry weather mere days after spring warmth enveloped the region. In downtown Paris, the lightly falling snow proved to be more of a nuisance for residents who may have enjoyed weeks of mild weather, as opposed to being a hazard to travel or disruption to daily routines. Annual crab migration led to sensational scene in coastal tourist spot. The brightly colored land crabs were quite a sight to behold as an unusually high density of the crustaceans overtook roadways and headed toward the coast this year. Travelers to Cuba's Bay of Pigs, a southern coastline region in the country, recently experienced a colorful invasion courtesy of crustacean visitors. The Bay of Pigs is historical for being where United States-aided Cuban exiles landed in 1961 in an attempt to end Fidel Castro's revolution, and the area lies in a national park where much of the country's wildlife can be viewed. Another wildlife visitor, the land crab, brings a migration phenomenon that happens every year, but one that saw a boost due to a couple of factors this season. Tourists in the month of March were treated to a heavy migration of crabs to the southern coast of Cuba, partially brought on by an early spring rain triggered by a cold front. Local residents of the Bay of Pigs area reported that the crab emergence was unprecedented and early for the spring season. The astonishing 2022 migration of red, yellow and black land crabs from the forests to the Cuban coastline can be traced back to 2020, when the COVID-19 pandemic left the Bay of Pigs area roads nearly clear of tourists. There are more crabs now than there have been in many years. Quote. This bear was wandering in Florida, U.S., for weeks on end with a plastic container stuck on its head, until local authorities came to the rescue. The animal spent 28 days trapped in what was thought to be part of an automatic pet feeder. Then after the first sighting in Collier County, bear biologists, law enforcement and bear contractors set traps and monitored the area. But the bear did not appear again for over 3 weeks. Finally, she reappeared on a resident's security camera, still wearing the container on her head. A biologist from Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commissions eventually managed to trap the 113 kilograms female bear. After having the container removed from around her face, the bear suffered some injuries, but all in all, she was lucky.